Is it buffering or connecting?
Looks like it's up. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
In a minute, we will go live.
Hey, I see that we are live now, I think. Are you live on your end? All right, we get ready to get started, Cedric.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Steve and Cedric talking to the band. I'm Steve.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Cedric Hansard. How y'all doing?
Listen, man, if you are watching our show right now, take a moment, call somebody, tag somebody, and text somebody, and let them know that Steve and Cedric talking to the band is on live right now. Take a moment and call somebody, tag somebody, text somebody, and let them know that we're on. If you have missed any of our previous episodes, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the alert button down below so you'll be alerted when we upload new videos, as well as leave us a comment. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think about the show, so make sure you hit us up. Cedric, where else can they find that, man?
Oh, yeah, y'all can catch us on Twitter or Instagram at Steve and Cedric talking to the number 2 band. That's Steve and Cedric talking to the number 2 band. Check us out, y'all.
Man, another crazy week, man.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we do. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, man, the Fly took the show, man, with the debates, man.
Man, did the Fly take the show? Man.
He took the show.
You know what? I was like, is that a fly on his head? I was like, oh, my God, man. And it stayed on his head for at least, man, 2 minutes, man. Had to be 2 minutes, man.
That was just too funny.
But I know
I
know he felt that fly on his head, man.
You would think so.
You
would think so. But man, listen, make sure you wear your mask. Don't pay attention to that media. Put your mask on and be safe, y'all.
Yeah.
I know you got your mask, don't you?
Yes, I do. I got my mask right here. Yes, I do.
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
please. Yeah.
Put that mask on and social distance.
Man, I don't leave home without it, man.
Yeah, make sure you stay safe. Yeah. We want to just send a quick shout out to the Hudsons, right?
Yeah, yes, we do. Gretchen and William. 46, I believe it's 46 years.
48.
48 years. 48 years of marriage, man. Wow, man.
48 years. Man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, 48 years.
Yeah, Gretchen.
Congratulations, y'all.
Gretchen and dollar bill. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. And Cammie, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Cammie.
Cam.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
Yes, we do.
So hope you all enjoyed your anniversary and enjoyed your birthday.
Yeah.
Well, Cedric, I tell you, man, we got a really special guest today.
Yes, we do.
This young man, I mean, he is one of the most talented young men or people that I know.
Sought after in this town. If this town, you're talking about bass players, you talk about drumming. I mean, the first person that comes to mind is this person. Yeah, so he's very sought after, so
this is an incredible musician. Incredible young man, very gifted. If you are a producer, MD for any major artist out there,
this is the man right here.
This show. This young man is really impressive. And when you hear from him today, I believe you will be impressed by him as well.
Yeah.
So we want to get this started, man.
Let's get it rolling.
So listen, man, this guy right here, well accomplished. He's a hometown favorite. Let's bring him on right now. Frye. We call him, his name is Daniel Frye. We call him Frye.
Daniel.
Where you at, baby?
Daniel, my brother.
Frye, where you at?
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to work that camera.
There he is.
There you go, man. What's going on, man?
What up?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good, man.
Good to see you, man.
Good to be seen, man.
Yeah, we're honored to have you on our show, man.
Appreciate it, man. Good to be here as well.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Tell us what's been happening, man. Like what's been going on. You know, the whole COVID thing got everybody quarantined and locked down. What's been going on with you? What's the latest projects? What's happening?
Man, yeah, I've done this year. I've done 2 gigs since COVID hit. I've done two gigs. I've been other than that. I just been, I really been finding myself, man, really digging into practicing a whole lot on drum, bass, just really putting a lot of time in, like a lot of needed time, just trying to get better on my craft.
Man, how much time do you spend on your drums versus your bass? You play both.
Right. Well, as of late, like since the whole pandemic thing, man, I've been doing it. I've been going up to the church, man, and spending like hours, like 4 or 5, 6 hours on drums alone. Just trying to work out some things that I can't do well, and trying to perfect those things as well. So it's been I put a lot of time in. I've been putting a whole lot of time in. So it's and then I can really tell the difference, now too. It's
cool.
Wow.
I heard that you and DeAndre Hemby from the drummer for Jacquees.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got together a while back and was doing some shit, man.
Yeah, man. That's my little bro, man. He's established himself very well, man. We used to do a whole lot of playing together, man, back at Second Christian, man, and we just really got a tight bond, man, on our own instruments and whatnot, and it's been great, man. Yeah, he's a beast, dude, like hands down.
Yeah, he is. Wow.
That's what's up.
That's
so,
cool,
man, tell us a little bit, Daniel. Who is Daniel? Let us know who you are. I mean, a lot of people know you around here and hear you play, but they may not really know you, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about just who you are as a musician.
Man, I started playing drums, man. I was 9. I'm 39 now. Started playing drums. I was, I'm obviously a church musician. Started off in church. I grew up in church. Still playing in church. Picked up drums. My two older brothers played drums, so I got it actually from them.
Wow.
So once I started playing, they kind of died off and whatnot, and I kind of just I kept with it. So drums has been my first love, man, since 9 or 10, man. I loved it. I didn't really get serious, like wanting to do it as a career until I was like 17, 18. So then moving ahead a little bit, I picked up bass in like 2001, actually. And I didn't come out until like 7 years later, man. Everybody was like, man, you got to come out now, man. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm just not ready. I was nervous. So I finally just came out, man. Like it's like maybe 2006 or 7, and I started playing in church, and that's what really made me, like gravitate to bass, because I actually got a chance to experience how it's being, like how the instrument is played in church.
Yes.
So man. So back in 07, I started playing in church, and then from there, man, it just took off, man. I found a love for it, man, and just wanted to just keep doing it, man. And so
wow.
That's
now,
incredible.
Man, doing it now, man.
Wow, man, it is, man.
That's incredible, man.
Wow,
That's
man.
Incredible. Wow. What goes into your work regimen? Like, are you working the scale on the bass, in your rudiment practice? I mean, what goes into you really perfecting your skills?
Well, bass is, yes. I'm learning skills. I'm working out skills, and I'm working out finger technique. A lot of finger technique, because that's where, like, that's most of your playing. You can slap as well, but most of your playing, I feel like is like right here. So between my finger techniques, man, and exercises, skill exercises, that's kind of where my focus is on bass. I'm trying to, get into a lot more, slapping as well. And that's where my focus is now with bass. Now drums, it's kind of the same thing. Rudiments, a lot of rudiments, and then just a lot of, playing with a click. That's like you had like if you're practicing, everything has to be in time. Like, and
yes,
you have to have a click to keep your timing, solid, and keep it sharp, because you can play stuff, man, without a click, and then once you get a click, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, so
yeah.
It's very important to play with a click. So I've been doing a lot of that, man, slowing it way down, doing like real slow grooves, like 35 BPM slow grooves, and just trying to lock in, man, and that's kind of where I'm at now with that,
Also, I just want just a little part two to that. You do programming as well, correct?
Kind of. I do drum programming. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I do that. Yep. Like live shows. I can do some drum programming, like just to have a loop going.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You mentioned that click, that timing. How close do you feel you are to, the timing of a song? Do you feel you have pretty good timing, or?
Yeah, I think I got a pretty good sense of timing. Like I can kind of hear, like, if say somebody say, "Hey man, we're gonna do A and B song," like just say "Every Praise" by Head Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
I can pretty much hear it in my head, around how fast or slow it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I can pretty much get it pretty close.
Gotcha.
May not be spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I can pretty much feel it, like where like around where it's like supposed to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey man, you have rose as one of the most sought after people, as far as bass and drum in Rockford, Illinois, man. I mean, churches you play everywhere. You're MD for SOAR Radio Awards and stuff like that. What do we look for in Daniel in the next 3 years? Do you feel that you reach your plateau, or do you feel you have other things to accomplish?
It's funny, man, that you said that, because I'm 39 and I still have a serious drive to want to get better still. Like, I still practice, I still wake up and think music. I still think drums and bass, and every time I'm in a car setting and I'm listening to music, I'm always trying to find out the bass part or the drum parts. I'm still like very much so into music and still want to learn, still want to get better. So I'm still there, man. I mean the passion is still just as strong as it was when I first started, man. To now, it's still there, like heavy.
And the next,
hey Cedric, if you don't mind, let me just piggyback off what you just commented on, Cedric. Excuse me, but man, Daniel, what I know of you, you are a perfectionist, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a real
Thank you,
perfectionist. I've noticed just how meticulous you are, even with taking care of your instrument. I mean, you keep them up. I mean, you very, and you know what I'm saying? You're very meticulous. Like,
right.
Tell us a little bit about like where that come from to be so on top of things and so perfect or trying to be perfect in what you do.
I got a mentor, man, back home, in Michigan. His name is Liddell Abrams, man, and I've gotten a lot of wisdom and knowledge, like as far as just being an overall musician and just taking care of your stuff, taking care of your instruments, and a lot of guys, man, get stuff, man, and just I treat my my instruments like they're my kids.
Yeah.
I take care of them, man. I take care of them. I keep them in cases and keep my basses in cases and just you know, because you have to. If you don't do that, man, then they don't, you know, they don't take care of you.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
So yeah, man, I've gotten that, you know, down through the years, man. He's a very well-known drummer, and he's shown me a lot, man. Taught me a lot over the years, and I still look to him to this day to you know, for advice and whatnot. So yeah, man, that's where it came from, man. Absolutely.
I know what the conversations I had with you, you know, during practice. I always say, man, you make a musician want to move. Wow. There's very few drummers that make musicians play, and you are one of them. You know,
thanks, man.
How do you see yourself in the next 3 years? Where do you see yourself going with? Because you have so much tremendous talent, and like I say, there's, to me, in this time, even, you know, even United States, man, is people that really can make people go, make people move, and you have that.
Right.
You know, so where do you see yourself? You know,
I still want to travel, man. You know, I still want to travel. That's still been, you know, that's been my heart, my desire. You know, still want to travel. I want to tour, still. And I think the next 3 years, that's my main goal is, you know, trying to establish myself, to put myself in a good situation to be able to do that. You know, and that's just where I'm at, man. You know, with that, I just want to travel, I want to tour, and I want to play. You know, that's what I'm. You know?
You mentioned your family. You know, your family is musically, or, you know, everybody plays music in your family. Mm-hmm. Now you guys have a group. Is it a group or a family group?
Yep.
I know you mentioned. And tell me a little bit about that. How you started, and tell me a little bit about your family and where they are right now. Yeah,
they're my oldest two brothers, Mark and Larry. They had a group with another friend of the family. They called New DNA. Before New DNA, back in the 90s, I used to sing with them, man. They were called The Voices. And,
wait a minute, you saw?
Yeah, I used to sing with them, man. You know, I used to sing with them. Singing for me, I think it's natural. I can do it. I don't like to do it. I'm a very bashful person, you know, when it comes to being in the front and center. But I can sing. But I used to sing with them, man. You know, then and they knew I wasn't comfortable doing it. So, you know, it was more so on a if I want to thing. You know, if I want to, I can do it. If not, cool. You know, so but I actually love to sing. I sing every day.
Well, from what I hear, man, from what they tell me, man, that you a hidden gem, man. They told me that you be kicking it, man. I said, man, what? Wow.
Listen, man.
Wait a minute, Cedric. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you a little story about this cat. Full disclosure, you know, I have a disability. Everybody knows that. If you don't know, I do. And Daniel would come pick me up, take me to the gym, man, and help me work out. You know, this is the kind of character he has. I mean, this is a really good dude. He come pick me up 3 days a week, take me to the gym, and work out with me and help me get on and off the equipment. Well, while we driving to the gym and driving home, this cat is singing. I mean, he is literally singing, and he can sing, man.
Wow!
I didn't know he could. I mean, he has a good voice, man. This guy is really, really good.
Wow!
And so he's not lying. I mean, he can sing. Now, I don't know why he don't want to be out front, but he can sing.
But the funny part about it is, man, you know what? I love to sing, right? I love to sing, but I don't love to sing because I think it's more like a thing like I hate being the center of attention. You know, so
yeah, I can feel that.
When you sing it, it's like everybody's like all eyes on you.
Yeah,
I sing.
I hear you.
I sing every day, man. You know, I sing, you know, around the house, and I'm singing. I'm singing, but doing it in public, it's a whole different ballgame for me. It's like I'm good. No, I mean, I've done a few weddings and whatnot, church solos and whatnot, but I don't think I really want a real future in singing. Now I can do. Now I love to do some background. I can do that.
Wow. That's incredible, man. Wow, that is incredible, man.
You don't want to be on the center stage, though.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Wow, man. Hey, when it comes to church, when you mention a bass player, when you mention drumming, the first person you talk about is Daniel Frye.
Wow.
I mean, tell me, your pros and cons about playing in church, because you've been playing in church quite a while.
Yeah.
You're a well-known musician here in Rockford, as far as in church and playing outside of the church. So tell me your experiences in playing in church.
In church, man, it's like church is like the best experience because you learn everything. I mean, you learn impromptu stuff. You learn, like, I don't know, D, and you have to play it. There's no transposing on bass.
Yeah.
So you have to play it. And like, I feel like, man, church musicians is like some of the best cats because of all the things that they have to learn on the spot. I've learned, well, basically all my stuff came from church. Like, all my church experience really plays a big part in what I do now, like outside of church. I'm able to use those experiences outside of church, and I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? It's a great advantage that I feel that church guys has, over people that's not in church. And it's no slight, to those who's not in church or didn't grow up in church, but I think that me, personally, man, I've gained experiences after experiences, being thrown in the fire, man, not ready, but thrown in anyway. I'm like, okay, so what are you gonna do? I mean,
you learn how to fly, yeah,
right? Yeah. So you either had to sink us, swim or sink, and I didn't want to sink, so I had to go ahead and do it.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's now as far as the cons, I feel like me personally, I really don't think there's cons, and only the reason, and I said because of the fact that no, let me back up. I think that the cons would be if you're playing a different genre of music on the outside, like say you're playing country or rock or just something outside of church. Mm-hmm. People have a tendency to put the church feel on drums or into country, and sometimes it don't always fit like that. So you got to be able to take out your church background and play the genre that you're playing.
That's required. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I think that's I would say that's a con if you are constantly putting church feels in a country setting.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Would you say that's the biggest difference in playing in church versus outside the church?
What's that now?
The genre, playing basically playing the music that's required. Would you say that's the biggest difference?
I would say so. But on the flip side of that, man, is church gospel music. It's like gumbo. Every genre is in gospel. I mean, you got Christian. You got
that's good.
Christian, you got Christian jazz, gospel, hip hop. So if you can play in church, man,
that's good.
And once you get out there, maybe you're on an R&B gig or a hip hop gig, you pretty much got the foundation to be able to do it because of the teaching and experience that you got from church. Playing in church. Mm-hmm. it's so many different genres in gospel music. And so like it's no reason why you shouldn't be able to be a well-rounded musician, you know.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
You pretty much nailed that, man. That's
man,
right.
Listen,
You're absolutely right.
Church is all I know, man. That's all I know.
You nailed that, man. That's so true.
Now, do your brothers still play?
My older brother, he every now and then he'll get on and do a give me an old school 1997 groove.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But he don't play out, No, he hasn't played now, man, probably in years. No.
Do you guys ever get together and play all together?
I haven't played with them guys. I haven't played with it's been some like years, like over 10 years.
Wow.
Over 15 years. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. They do.
Now you from Michigan?
They're on the whole singing thing now, so it's like.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
from Michigan, right?
Yep.
Aren't you from Michigan?
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo. Wow.
Actually, let me be clear why I'm on here. I'm from Kalamazoo. However, originally I'm from Three Rivers. Three Rivers is a town about this big. They didn't have a hospital, so when I was born, my parents had to drive to Kalamazoo so I could be born. So I spent my first 14 years of life in Three Rivers. Then from there, I moved to Kalamazoo and spent from 14 to 20, and then moved here when I was 20. So
were you in music?
That's my story.
Wow.
Were you in music at that time?
I didn't. Yeah, I was in Three Rivers. I just started to play when I was 9, but I really wasn't playing. I just wanted to do it because my brothers were doing it. All my friends were playing drums, so I'm like, you know what? I want to play drums too. So I picked it up at 9, and then when I did move to Kalamazoo at 14, my organist at the church at the time, he saw something in me, and he started working with me and taking me around to different drummers and whatnot, and get me some practice, man, and some knowledge. And so by the time I was 16, 17, man, I was like, you know what? I want to do this. This is what I want to do.
Wow. You got bit. Yeah.
I did, man. I did. Yeah.
Wow.
I did. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's something, man. Wow.
Then, yep.
Daniel, I want to just talk to you a little bit, man. Because like I said, everybody feels, especially around here today, they know you. What don't they know about Daniel? Tell us something that people really don't know about you that, is important that they understand and know.
I think I'm misunderstood a little bit as far as like, my way of trying to help a situation in terms of music. I think a lot of people may take me as a rude individual when all honesty it's more about it's being honest. I'm very honest, and I'm very passionate about music, and so when something is just not right, I'm going to say it. And I think people kind of take that as being a jerk or being rude, and it's really on the flip side, it's really to help whatever situation it is, whether it's helping the drummer, with a part, or whether it's just whatever it is, it's only meant to help. Now, sometimes, people that help you, it's not going to always be said gently.
Yes.
It's just not, but I think I always say, man, just take the good out of it and throw the rest back. Take the good out of it and throw the rest back, because I've been, man, in some situations, man, where, I've been, people came at me, man, like crazy, but I knew, I looked deeper into it and realized, what he's saying is true. He may have said it, kind of, harsh or whatnot, but I can deal with that. But let me take what he said and apply it. And I can throw the rest of it back. I don't need all the other stuff. Just take the good out of it.
That's something I think a musician needs, is to be brutally honest.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I think, that's, a lot of people, when they start off, people will tell you, oh, you good, and sometimes I think church sometimes will pep you on, is making you feel that you're better than you really are. But I think people really need to know, people need to be brutally honest with musicians.
You know what, man? It's funny you said it, because the way we grew up, or the way I grew up, or my generation grew up playing, man, it wasn't nothing to be playing mid-song and get kicked off. But you know what? That helped me. That helped me become who I am today.
Yeah.
Some of these guys now, man. Some of these guys now don't know what it is to be kicked off the drums mid-song, or
you're right. Yeah.
And then, but don't leave. Sit there and watch.
Yeah.
Man,
stay there.
Listen, I had plenty of times where I be playing the drum, playing a song, right? The other drummer comes in, kick me off, and I would sit there with a hard frog in my throat. But I would sit there and watch him, like, okay, now what is he doing? So I'm watching him, man, trying to figure out, okay, that was me being a student of the drums, man. I was.
That's good. That's good.
And I wanted to watch him.
Yeah.
So maybe years later, and it's no lie, years later, I was the lead drummer at that church. He was coming to me for, like, hey man, do that. And he's still my mentor. He taught me so much stuff, man. He taught me a whole lot of stuff. And so, but people, like cats nowadays, man, people are so afraid to hold people accountable, man, for stuff, man. It's like, you're not helping them, you're hurting them.
Yeah, that's big, man. That's big. That's big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings me to a point, man. What is your definition of a band? You can't do nothing by yourself. You as a drummer, you need a guitar player, a keyboard player. What is your definition of a true band? And I'll leave it at that. I'll ask you that question right now. What is your definition of a true band?
I would say no. Okay, now let me ask you this: Are we talking about church setting, R&B setting, or
any band?
It don't matter.
Okay. Any band. Yeah.
My definition of a band would be, it would consist of a 5-piece, obviously: drums, bass, lead, keys, auxiliaries, or organ. If it's church, I would go with organ. But if it's an R&B situation, man, piano, aux. I would still want a 5-piece band.
Mm-hmm.
And my ultimate thing, man, I would love to have a live horn section.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Live
too. Yeah, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did a show. This was a few years ago now with Boyce Hudson, and we did a show, man, and we had live horns. Oh man, it just made everything just amazing, man. It was crazy. I mean, the sound of live brass. It's a crazy sound together, man.
Whole nother element, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you cannot duplicate it. You
can't
use the brass on a keyboard. I mean, you can, but it don't do it no justice.
Not the same.
No justice, man. No, not the same at all.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. You've been an MD. I mean, you've MD'd some shows locally. I know. Have you done anything like on a larger scale as an MD, or just?
I think the biggest thing that I've done as an MD was a Sword Radio Award show last year here in Rockford. That was I did the first. I MD'd the first 3 shows, first 3 years. I think it was 2018, 2019. Let's see. It was the first one at the Kabbalah Shrine. Then the second one was at Coronado, and then the third one was at Heartland. So yeah.
Okay. So, being a drummer, what was that experience like for you? Being an MD and as a drummer.
I like to MD better off the bass, but as a drummer, for me, it's difficult because your hands are occupied, so you can't really cue and cause signals. I mean, you can, but it just makes it difficult to do. But when you got a band that's seasoned, man, and that's polished, it makes your job easy. It makes it easy because anybody really can cue and call signals. It doesn't have to be the MD. When you got a band that can really do it, man, your job as MD is easy. Is very easy because really anybody in the band can contribute to on the idea side, like on the musical side, like maybe adding some breaks here or adding some ideas here musically. Anybody can do that. That's just not the MD's job. Obviously, he has the last call. Whether or not we're gonna do it or not, but yeah, anybody can contribute to that. So it just makes things so much easier on the MD when you got guys that really are passionate, about doing it, and and it just makes life easier.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I love it more so on bass because that puts me on a different side of the band because I'm actually playing notes so I can hear things better and I can call out numbers, which is a lot better for me as an MD. If I had to choose, I would want to do it from the bass.
Wow, man! I would have thought you would have wanted to do it from the drums. Wow, no, that's weird, man.
Yeah, wow. If I would want to just play drums. I wouldn't want to be the MD. Now, if I had to, or if I got called to, I would do it. But my preference would be doing it from the bass. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who do you pattern? It's hard for you because you play bass and drums.
Yep.
But who do you pattern your musical style after?
Oh wow. Whew. Man. Well, first of all, my earlier years, my mentor, Liddell Abrams, I've learned and watched him down to the years. He's from Detroit, and I've watched him. I picked up his style, early on. He was a big influence in my playing, and even some of my guys from back home in my home church, they were huge. But I think today, I'm into Kevin Rogers a lot. I watch his. I watch him. I watch how he moves around the kit. He's probably one of my biggest influencers today, only because he's on everything. He's playing on everybody's albums.
And he with the Isley Brothers or with Ron Isley?
Yep. He's with the Isley. Yep. He's doing
wow.
Yeah, and he and he doesn't even know it, man. But I've learned so much from him, man. And he don't even know. He don't even have no idea. Wow.
He is good, though. He's good.
Yeah, he has no idea, man. But that's the beauty of being able to listen to him on on records and whatnot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but bass. all of my influence came from two guys. Actually three. Troy Malone actually taught me.
Wow.
He got me started, man. Yeah.
Wow.
He got me started on bass, man. He taught me the number system. He got me started on that. And he was a big influence, when I first came into it. But as I got into it more, it's two guys that really shaped me, that I would say, and they don't know it either, but it was Maurice Fitzgerald. He's a big gospel bass group, and Sheree Reed. I actually went and had one lesson with Sheree Reed.
Really?
Oh yeah. And
how did that happen?
You know what? It was a situation where he came up here to do a studio session. This is way back in the early parts of 2000, and we connected then. We exchanged numbers, and I said, man, you know what, man, I want to come up here, man. Down in Chicago, man, and get with you. So, long story short, man, he said, come through, man. I came through, man, and I spent like maybe 2 or 3 hours, man, with him, man. He was just showing me all types of stuff, man. I mean,
wow.
I think those two guys, man, really shaped my bass playing like tremendously. And
wow.
Then obviously, the young guns now, man, that's playing now, but they keep me updated. The young guys now, they keep me in the know, in the loop of what's the latest stuff. So I love those guys because, a lot of times, man, us as old guys, man, we get lax and we get like, we don't want to learn or we don't.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Learning the latest stuff.
Yeah, that's good. So that's good.
Those guys, man, they keep me, on my toes, man, like, okay, man, show me that. Or that's, So yeah. Absolutely.
That brings me to a question, man.
Yes, sir.
We had Prof T on the show last week, and he was saying about the 90s. Okay. And what struck me, he was saying that the 90s was the last time that musicians had emotional feel to the music. My question to you is, what do you think now that you're a senior statesman, man?
Yes, sir.
You are what do you think we need to do as the young cats, man, coming up? How do you think they need to come together as a band or as just musicians, man? How do you think they should, what is your what would you recommend,
I think, man, I think that they need to get back to just playing music. We've gotten now, man, and I'm guilty of it as well, but we've gotten so much into and dependent on running stems for shows, running a bunch of programming, till we kind of lost touch with the actual playing as a unit together and getting a solid chemistry. I think that we need to get back to playing music. Like back in the day, man, when Earth, Wind and Fire or Wilson, those guys, that stuff played. That was just played.
Yeah.
Wasn't no stems going, no programming. That's good. They were playing this stuff.
That's good.
Amazing. Yeah. Man, nowadays, man, like now, man, jokers don't want to even start the service if the loop is not running or not working. Like,
that's talk. That's real talk.
Play without it. Yeah. If I feel like this here, if you don't sound good without the loop and if the drummer can't beat the loop and can't stay on the meter without dragging or like rushing, if the keyboard players can't play without depending on some stems going, then to me it's a waste of time because we just got lost touch of playing music.
That's good.
All now don't get me wrong. I use stems as well. I love it. It enhances things. It makes things structurized and whatnot. However, I still, will get on a gig or whatever, and I'm on gigs now where it's just us playing.
Yeah.
It's up to us to lock in and to make it feel how it's supposed to feel.
That's good.
So we're not doing our job if it's not feeling good without the stem.
That's good.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
yes, sir.
That's where I'm at with that. So yeah,
Daniel, yeah, you see, I pulled my rig out behind me on my left shoulder.
Yes, sir.
I gotta pull it off of this man.
Listen, that thing right there, man. That rig, man. That's a good sounding rig right there, Reverend.
DWs, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, it needs your touch. But listen, what do you like to play on, man? What's your what you rocking?
You know what? It's funny because I just purchased a Pearl Sessions kit.
Wow.
You know, I still have a Yamaha. I still love Yamaha, but I switched over to Pearl just to kind of try them out. I've never owned a Pearl kit. I've always had Yamaha kits, but this time, man, you know, I wanted to kind of try something different and see how it sounds. I mean, it's still in the box. I haven't even pulled it out yet. But,
wow!
Wow! Whoa!
Yeah,
whoa.
It's still in the box, man.
Oh man! Wow!
I like the sound of Pearls, man. They got a real unique sound, and the type of wood that's in mine is African mahogany. And it's a real good wood finish, man. And I definitely can't wait to be able to, you know, put it on some gig or something, man.
Wow,
nice.
As far as the bass, what type of bass
yes,
like?
sir. Yeah.
I heard you got a new addition to your family, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she just came. Hey, man, she just came, man. About 2 months ago. Her name is Sparkle, and she's a bass mod. She's a bass mod. She's a custom. It's a custom bass company called Bass Mods, and man, she came out the box like ready for a gig. Like I didn't have to take her in and get her adjusted. She came out the box ready to play.
Wow!
Right then, I literally pulled her out the box, plugged up, and was ready.
Man, wow! What is this? What's the brand name of this?
Bass Mods.
Wow.
Bass. Yep.
Okay.
I took her to Detroit Thursday and I had one of my guys put some Bartolini pickups in it. Oh,
wow!
Man, listen, she is ready. She's ready, man. She's ready. Oh yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, you know, but and I was telling guys just the other day, having a good rig, man. Having a good rig, it makes you want to play. It motivates you to want to play.
Yeah,
you know, having some good stuff. You want to play it, you know, but it sounds good. It feels good, and you want to, and it motivates you to just play.
That's good stuff. Yeah,
definitely. Man.
Wow.
So I encourage guys, man, to invest in some gear. Invest in it. Don't settle. Invest. Save your money. Invest in some stuff that can last. That can make you feel motivated. You know, make you want to pick it up and play it. Oh yeah, most definitely.
What kind of cymbals and drumsticks?
I use Mino cymbals. Mino a Byzant. I think they're made from Turkey. I think, I'm not sure, but I use those, and I use ProMart sticks. ProMart Rebound 5As. Yep. So I was using 70, man. You know, back in the day, and why I kind of changed up a little bit. I like the sound of the Minos. It's a big, warm, dry, heavy sound. And I kind of fell in love with those, and I've been using them ever since, man.
Cool.
Nice.
Love. Well, man, I know we about to wrap this thing up, but I want to run just a couple of questions by you before we wrap up.
Oh yeah.
First one, what we ask all of our guests. You know, it's a crazy time in America. Real briefly, Just give us your thoughts on Black Lives Matter movement. Real briefly, give us your thoughts.
I think that I think it's really unfortunate, man, what's going on. I think that, you know, I feel like, you know, we're constantly getting picked on for things that we're not doing. I think that it needs to be a change, man, because it's really getting out of hand, and it's really sad that things are going on the way they are. You know, I try to stay positive and try to just stay out the way. You know, I don't want to. You know, I'm not huge on politics or huge in this area, but I try to just, you know, do my part. You know, I try to do my part. Try to do what I know is right to do.
That's good.
Keep my nose clean, and you know, just do my thing. You know, do what I feel is right to do. You know, and try to live by that every day, man. I tell my kids the same thing. You know, just do, if you know it's right, or if you know it's not right, don't do it. You know, don't, because there's consequences either way. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Right. Well, before we wrap this up,
yes, sir.
LeBron.
Yeah, we hear you, LA. Yeah.
Or Butler.
Late
you know,
show.
I mean, I know you're on Facebook.
Late show.
People on Facebook in an uproar. You know, it just, every time if I look at my feed, I see you in there. It's about five other people behind that.
Yes, sir.
Post, either cussing you out,
right?
Either cussing your behind out.
Absolutely. All day, every day. All day. I'm gonna ride with LeBron, man. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a huge Kobe fan. I'm Kobe. I haven't watched a full game of basketball since he passed. That's how.
Oh, wow.
So out of tune I've been with, because I just like, man, it was an awful loss. Yeah, however, I did watch a little bit of the game yesterday.
That was a good game.
It was a great game, man. Jimmy Butler, man, is nothing to play with. But I do think LA is gonna pull it off on Sunday.
Yeah.
Prime time. So you making a prediction on our show?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute.
Prime time. Yeah. Prime time.
These comments is from D. Frye.
Yes, sir.
Nothing to do with me and Cedric. D. Frye, what is it gonna be, baby? Give it.
It's gonna be LA and 6.
What's gonna happen?
LA and 6. Okay, we're gonna hold you to it.
LA and 6. Absolutely.
Do not email me. Do not email Cedric.
No. Email Daniel. Yep.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. LA and 6.
Yes, sir.
LA and 6. I hear you, baby.
Yes, sir.
I hear you. Yeah. Frye, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, honor, man. Thank you for doing our show, man.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Yes, man.
Appreciate that.
So, yeah, man, you stay strong, man, and
y'all
keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we hope that this show has provided you with the platform to really help you reach your goals, bro.
Blessings to you, brother. Blessings to you in all your endeavors, man.
All right,
yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Love you, bro.
Yeah,
love you, man. Love y'all.
I have to say this to everybody. Please go out and vote. Please exercise your right to vote. Please,
I'm going.
Just vote. That's all I have to say.
Yes,
please.
Sir. Yes, sir. I'm making it happen.
D. Frye.
All right.
Frye.
It's been a good one, baby.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
sir.
Sir.
Thank everybody for listening, man.
Thank you all.
Stay safe out there. We'll talk to you later, bro.
Yes,
right,
sir.
All right, peace. Later.